Hey CDA and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. This time around we are going to do some bookkeeping because last time we captured quite a few nice colonies. We captured this one over here, and the larger one over here. And that's really good because now we actually have access to a lot more resources, so our economy will be getting quite a nice boost. We were actually also able to colonize this specific planet over here that we have been trying to colonize for a long time now, but because these guys beat us to it and then made our lives miserable over here, we weren't able to do so. We also cleared out 2 pirate stations over here, and actually some of the pirate ships joined us, so that's nice. Just a few small ships out of that, nothing special, but yeah. It actually turns out that rather than trying to destroy all these stations while I was trying to end the war, when you tell them that you want to end the war, you can actually offer your enemy to basically pay for all the systems, all the mining stations and everything else in terms of economy that is currently in those systems. So you get this control of the system along with everything that's in it. So you don't actually have to go around destroying everything one by one and then asking for peace. So actually that turned out to be a lot more efficient than what I was doing. So it's good to know that that's an option. Now, we also need to do some bookkeeping. So what I did was I went past all the colonies and made sure that in every single colony we are building a planetary administration center, or of course, some places we already had them, but we need to make sure we have them everywhere. Why? Because they give you extra colony happiness, which basically allows you to tax your colonies more, and more tax is more money. The colony corruption reduction is really good as well. That's basically just free money. As you can see in the screen over here, you get a revenue, but then you have a lot of loss due to corruption. So the lower your corruption is, the more money will be left for you. Colony defense, I think, speaks for itself. It's always nice to have that. But colony development is also going to be really good because, of course, especially on these smaller colonies, we want to develop them as fast as we can so we actually get some money from them. As you can see, currently these are all bleeding money. It's not the biggest problem in the world considering the amounts. We are making 43k almost in our largest colony, and actually the colony with these nice looking green aliens is making 15k as well due to its size, and our other 2 larger colonies are also making good profit, so we can handle that. The biggest offender here is this colony, and why is this so costly at the moment? The support cost is really high because we are still assimilating these people into our empire. And assimilating means we conquered these people. They're not happy to be part of our empire. Makes sense, I suppose. So especially the Hakonish, considering they're actually part of the enemy race. But we are slowly assimilating them into our empire, and once this is done, you should see this dropping to a much more manageable amount. It might actually have a profit on this planet, considering it's one of our larger colonies, I think. Yep. As you can see, it's actually our 5th largest, I think. Yep. So considering this one, which is actually smaller, is making a profit, this one should be able to do just fine, assuming we get these people assimilated into our empire. Now, what else? We will need to deal with our ships. We have actually done a nice amount of research in the meanwhile while we're fighting. I'm currently queuing up mostly things that have to do with economy and things like that, so we will definitely need to research those, but we have quite a few nice things to upgrade in terms of weapons. We have some better shields, I think. There's the shields over here. And then a couple of other things that we researched, like the enhanced hyperdrives and things like that. So all of those things are actually not on our ships just yet. So we need to make sure we get some new blueprints. And what we also need to do is we have to reorganize our fleets. Now, the fleets have been crucial in defending in the last war. I actually had to scramble a few of the fleets to these smaller colonies over here because the enemy was attempting to conquer them. Correctly so, because there was barely any defense of those planets. Remember, they're really small, so they didn't stand a chance to defend themselves. But luckily, sending a few fleets to that quickly solved that issue. We were able to keep the fleet away, and just before I actually bought all those colonies, all those mining stations and things like that, I was able to fend off those fleets. Otherwise, we would actually have lost those colonies just at the end of the war, which is not a good thing. Speaking of war, we will definitely have to revisit fighting these guys, because as you can see, there is a ton of Caslon in this system, and that's, to be honest, the thing that we are currently lacking the most. Not entirely sure about this specific side of the galaxy. There's probably going to be some Caslon here as well, here and there. But to be honest, nothing special. Getting this colony would actually be really nice though, considering the size of it. All in all, this doesn't seem to be the most special set of systems, but we will definitely want to conquer at least this one. Again, it has a decently sized colony on it, and it has a lot of area around it with Caslon. So that will be probably our next goal. We have been fighting these guys a lot, and to be honest, the first war just to practice a little bit in terms of warfare, see what works, what doesn't work. Well, it turns out we kind of got it right the first time around, I think, but we were lacking the troops to really push through and colonize or conquer some more colonies. So this time around we'll build some more troops, upgrade our fleets, and then try again. Something to mention, by the way, is that it looks like these empires are really huge, but they're not, because if you zoom in and actually select the empire overview, as you can see, these are actually two different empires. The colors are almost identical, but as you can see, there's a little difference in these two colors. This is more pink, this is more purple. And same over here, actually. These are actually two. I think actually these colors are identical, at least I don't see a difference. But yeah, this seems to be one empire, and then this one seems to be the other one. It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest, which systems belong to which empire, but I think you can tell from the trade routes over here. At least I'm assuming these are trade routes. I'm actually not sure what the dotted lines are, but yeah. Other than that, there's even more Xanaxes. So to be honest, half our galaxy seems to be infested with these Xanax empires. We probably have to do something about that. But yeah, one thing at a time. We can't fight all our wars at the same time. To be honest, we're not doing that bad. We have a ton of colonies over here. Most of them are really small, but of course small colonies will be bigger later on. And if we can actually conquer these green guys, then we should have a sizable empire that's actually able to compete. And the nice thing is, this empire actually has its back against the edge of the galaxy, so we don't have to worry about getting attacked from all different sides. We can basically just focus our defense on this side, and potentially, of course, a little bit on that side as well. And then we should be just fine. So in order to do that, what we're going to have to do is reorganize our fleets, upgrade our fleet designs, or ship designs, I should say, and then take it from there. Now, I'm gonna go and make some new designs. I'm actually going to delete all the fleets, then delete all our blueprints, I think, for fleet designs, ship designs, and then make quite a few of them from scratch. Now, the reason I'm doing that is if you go to ship design and you add a new one, as you can see, we actually got access to quite a few new ships. For example, we have medium. Yeah, you can actually sort them by rule, so it's easier to see. So, for example, the escorts, we now have patrol and heavy escorts as well. Fuel tankers, we have the medium version. Troop tankers, we have the medium version. So all in all, construction ships, same thing. We have new ships available to us, so I will just remove all the old blueprints and make some new ones. And let's get to that. Okay, so that took a while, but I actually upgraded all the designs and actually made a few new ones as well. So if we look at the current buildable designs, there we go. I actually made a heavy escort, a missile destroyer, so that's a specifically designed destroyer that actually has missiles on it. Yes, I know, very original name, but yeah, there's a point to it. We have pretty advanced missiles compared to everything else we have available to us, so there's a reason for that. I upgraded the construction ship to a medium size, same thing for the exploration ship. The troop transport is simply the old one that we upgraded. The fuel tanker is now also a medium-sized ship, so I called it, instead of a Zeppelin, a lead Zeppelin. Yes, I know, very original as well. The frigate is actually slightly redesigned. It actually has some assault pods on it as well, so that should allow us to capture enemy ships every now and then. And as you can see, none of them are actually currently in use, so hopefully the AI will know what to do with that and start upgrading them. In terms of fleets, I made a couple of new fleets. We'll have the invasion fleets be invasion. That's not spelled correctly. TDA invasion fleet. There we go. We have 2 invasion fleets now, each with 6 troop transports. So none of them actually have troops on it. So that will take a while. We have some pop-ups. Why do we have pop-ups? Well, we completed some more point defense. That's really nice. What do you want us to build? A large mining station. Yep. Actually, I also upgraded the mining stations to large mining stations. Makes it a little bit easier for them to defend themselves. We are currently not going to be building any more colony ships because, well, quite frankly, our colonies first need to mature a little bit before we start building new ones. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So the invasion fleets are being automated at the moment as we speak, so they can go load some troops, see where you can get them. And now I just put them to manual just while I said that. But I think we can put them back to manual once we do that. And they should still be executing the last order. So there we go. What else? Well, we have some defense forces, and that's what I call my defense fleets. I made some for the systems that we probably need to defend the most. Strategically chosen, I hope, at least. And I figured I'd just show you how you can actually arrange these. So currently the Otherloon Defense Force has a home base of what? Sapilla 5 mining station. So that's nowhere near where we wanted to defend. So what we can actually do is we can select the defense force, then right click hold, and then set home base to this. And now, because it's currently set to defend targets within 33% of its home base, it should automatically start to defend this base, even though it's automated. Similarly, we will take the Nerval Defense Force. Nerval is a system over here. That's the one we just captured, and we want to make sure we keep it. So once again, we set the home base over here. We should also check, do we actually have a station here? No, we do not. So let's build one. That will make it a lot easier to actually upgrade our ships. Same goes for Otherloon. Let's find Otherloon. There we go. And let's build a space station over there. That should help us make sure we get our ships redesigned and retrofitted ASAP. Okay, so where was I? This one, the Nerval Defense Force, is currently set to defend something that it has no business defending. So we will... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Nerval. Why can't I set this as my home base? Oh, this is actually... Oh. It's annoying that the planet has a different name than actually the system, but working like intended, I suppose. Then Hunugor sounds like something from the Vikings. Hunugor. I must have been watching Valhalla too much. Anyway, let's... This is not the planet we want to defend. This is the planet we want to defend. There we go. And similarly, let's make sure we have a base over here as well. Should make it easier to defend, as well as once again upgrade and refuel and things like that. And then the Falter Defense Force. I'm not entirely sure what you are doing. It's probably a leftover from when we were in the war. So you go over here and make sure this is your home base. I assume I already had one of those over there. Yep, I did. I do have a station over here. It's actually still under construction, but that works. There's a lot of things under construction actually there. Anyway. And then what else? We still have the attack fleet. That's a little bit smaller in size now because we rearranged some stuff to our defense fleets. But that's fine. You can go to Turkey for now. Might as well have our attack fleet central to our empire. Now, I don't necessarily want to go and bribe a lot of those. Well, actually, this colony has a million, actually 1 billion humans on it, so that's interesting. We are actually already colonizing that. 100% success, yep. Why are you refueling? You don't need to refuel, you need to colonize this thing, come on. I assume that that's what you're doing, isn't it? Just let's make sure it's actually colonizing. What else? Valarion. Which one is this? What's this? Oh, it's a light transport. Okay, that should be fine. I was about to say, are you colonizing that? I don't want you colonizing that. Let's build some resort bases. That's fine. All right. How is our ship doing? We cannot upgrade this. Already retrofitting. Okay, so it should mean that our fleets are actually upgrading them as we speak. Upgrading themselves, I should say. Just double checking if all the places where we have assigned a fleet actually do have access to. Yeah, this was the one that we just saw, right? Yep. Still under construction, that's fine. Speaking of construction, how are our construction ships doing? These are retrofitting as well as soon as they're done building whatever they are currently building. You are still working on this one, okay. It's a battleship. Yeah, you keep working on that. Sounds good to me. Let's get ourselves a battleship. All right. And our exploration ships are also retrofitting and repairing and stuff like that. I don't actually have. Oh, I was about to say we don't have that many of them, but we do have 14 of these, so that should be fine, I think. What are you doing over here? There's an unknown ship and an unknown mission. Interesting. Not entirely sure what I think about that, but okay. Oh, okay, and this is interesting. So, this colony is actually part of that empire? Are you trying to surround me? We'll have to deal with that at some point as well. Oh well, the galaxy is such a tiny place apparently, even though it's pretty large. As you can see, there's a huge amount of colonies up and running already. And we have a few places more that we could actually go and colonize. This colonization is going on. This is actually going to be really nice because this planet has already 1 billion people on it. So that's going to be pretty much a win from the start. Where is it? It's okay. It is in a little bit inconvenient location. Let's put it like that, because that's going to be very interesting to defend. So we should probably make sure that we have some defenses on there. Okay, so let's see. Piro. Let's build a space station there. And also, let's make sure we start building a planetary administration center from the get-go. And the Action Empire declares war on us. Okay, well, that's going to be interesting. We we were planning on getting to war anyway, but yeah, that's going to be interesting. Okay, well, let's see what we can do about that. We didn't really have our fleets in place, did we? Just yet. Nope. Nope. So our Nerval defense fleet, where are you? No mission. Why do you have no mission? Shouldn't you go and defend something, or? Well, these guys should then probably get into a position where they can attack something. How is our invasion fleets? Well, actually, they are doing really bad because they still have to go and get anything going. We did destroy a ship already. So, basically what I think we're going to do is we are just going to do what we already intended to do, which is upgrade our fleets. And while we do that, we are just going to defend and make sure we don't lose any colonies along the way. Speaking of which, that means that I should probably make sure that this colony over here has enough defenses going on so that we are recruiting some troops here. So manage troops. There we go. 5 or 6 at least. They want us to sell some stuff. Good. That works for me. Let's become friends. Okay. The raiders keep stealing stuff. That's not good. This is going to be really annoying though. So how are we going to defend this system all the way over there? We have nothing close to there whatsoever. I think the short answer is we are probably not, but okay. Getting some more defense, more research, so that's good. Let's build some more mining stations. Sure. We are under attack. Yep. Yeah, we definitely want to have military refueling. I'm just not entirely sure where you are, but you were. That was the pirates that were all the way in the bottom here somewhere, right? Pirates. There. We can now refuel there. And they can refuel with us. Sounds good to me. Go harass everyone else. Specifically these guys. If you could please do that, that would be awesome. Okay, so these guys are actually trying to actively fight back. So I'm actually going to change stance on these guys. You guys are probably going to just defend. Same for you. And then ideally you're just going to fly around and pick up troops, because we are going to need troops if we are going to capture anything anywhere. Specifically, I think you should go here. And the same holds for you. And then here, what we're going to do is we are going to recruit some troops. Because those heavy armor dudes are really good. Our colony is under attack. No, we don't want that. We have a 0 defense here, so that's going to be a massacre, I think. They tried to attack us, but they didn't succeed at that at all. And hopefully the spaceport will actually be able to get up some defense. What we could do is maybe build something over... How's our space station over here going? Oh, we met some rats. That's nice. A critical research failure. Well, things are not really going our way, are they? No, they are definitely not. Okay, so let's build some, not explorers, maybe some heavy escorts. And maybe some of those. And we can send those over to Piro if at that point we still actually have access to that station. Yeah. Pirates are still trying to attack that. I don't think they're going to get anywhere doing that. But yeah. We are once again being attacked. Oh, we seem to be defending at the moment. We are recruiting troops, but that's going to go terribly slow. That's yeah, a little bit annoying, but nothing we can do about that at the moment. This was the downside of trying to colonize this. I actually didn't expect the enemy or this empire to declare war on us so fast after we just ended the other one. Where they're going, Trap of Pentu. That's fine. Actually, well, I say that. So, where is our defense fleet for Hunugar, was it? Hunugar, yes. The Hunugar defense force was still all the way over there. Yeah, okay. And they are going to attack, but okay. So let's just have the AI sorted out. I think we'll be fine. I hope we'll be fine. But it's definitely an interesting spot we find ourselves in. Lundor 4, where are you? Where is that? That's over here. Is that this system or not? This is a different system. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely want to be building all of this. This is all pretty good locations to build stuff in. Assuming we can get it up and running, that is. Oh, so much spam. So much spam. Okay, so we are completing some of the new ships. That's good. So many escorts and stuff like that flying around. Some construction ships as well, actually. That's interesting. At least we now know how to talk to the Mortalen. It's interesting. Okay, so they have destroyers and destroyers. Interesting. So they seem to be focusing most of the efforts on attacking there. So what we could do, we could actually take these. Why are you still trying to do other stuff other than getting troops on board? We really need you to get troops on board, guys. Come on. We are under attack all over the place. That's really annoying that they actually declared war on us rather than the other way around, because we were not ready. And in their defense, I think they knew and they acted correctly on that. Okay, so but this is working like we wanted to. So Norval is being defended. The only problem is this other station is not. Where's my attack fleet? There. So my attack fleet is actually going to defend this system, I think. The scheme of Gurki. I really do not need to know every time they set course to a ship of mine. I do need to know when they set course to a planet of mine. All of this does not seem to be all that interesting. Piro now has a spaceport. Okay, so that is very interesting. Because that means that we can also build some ships over here, so we can actually defend this place. Just some escorts, probably. There we go. And where are our other ships that are not in a fleet? These guys are currently waiting for fuel tanker. Actually, let's have these just fly around. That will be fine for a moment, I think. How is our fleet doing? Do we have some more troops on board now? We do, actually. Okay, so we do have a sensible invasion fleet here now. So what I think we'll do, and I think we'll keep that to the next episode because, well, we're doing quite well in terms of time on this one. So in the next episode, we'll just counterattack and we'll go to see if we can actually conquer this planet over here while not losing any of our own. So that should be very interesting. I don't feel too good about this, honestly. Our fleets were not yet upgraded, they were not yet in position even. So it's coming at an opportune time, but we'll have to deal with it. So guys, a lot of setup in this episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and next time let's do some more war, and I will catch you in the next one.